intenso, pero se me pasa cuando recuerdo todo el sacrificio y esfuerzo, yeah. O cuando ella me da un beso, cada vez que me pongo tenso, el día que me junté con Sergi sabía de sobra que haríamos historia. Remamos mil palos, reímos, lloramos, papi.
Hello and welcome to a great night of hoops. And tonight, and Craig, as we move into the second game of the in-season tournament, players, fans, coaches, all getting into the swing of things and how these matchups have really amped up the competition.
You bet. And Kevin, you know every team is still keeping an eye towards the regular season, managing their players' minutes, and keeping the team healthy. But this sort of in-season tournament concept brings an extra level of competition.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Hield with the bucket.
Any opportunity from three is what Buddy Hield is looking for. Great delivery there.
Conley dishes to Randle. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randle.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. You know, Doris, something to admire about Julius Randle is the joy, the pure joy he takes in this game.
Well, joy obviously comes when we're successful at something. And Julius Randle has become consistently successful at NBA basketball. He's worked hard to make that perimeter game as dangerous as his dribble drive game. And that kind of balance leads to great success.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Conley against Curry. Randle a screen on Curry. Here's Conley, and here's Edwards from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Conley against Curry. Pass to Jackson Davis. Three-pointer Hield. Another three for Golden State.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Passes it to Randle. Warriors with the rebound. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Randle. In the loss to the Warriors the other night, definitely not himself. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Curry outside. Drops in the tray. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Conley feeling it out. Randle outside. To end the run. Randle can't get that one to fall. Warriors leading by 9. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. Timeout. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
James Harden, who's checked in for Curry. The Timberwolves also with the sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
With it, now defended by Gobert, and Harden with the stop.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here is Conley. He has yet to score. DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. Shot clock at 5. Conley for 3. Warriors with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Harden, that's good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Conley against Harden. Conley kicks to DiVincenzo. 3-pointer. Second shot opportunity. Gobert, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. McDaniels with the ball. Now Payton defending. Harden against Conley. Beyond the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. From outside the arc. Up again. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Edwards. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Miller. Then it's Naz Reid.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
That's the problem. Boucher sets a screen for Powell. Tries again, and it's laid in by Boucher.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Edwards against Harden. Edwards can't hit.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Timberwolves trail by 15. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Curry. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
So much fun in the doors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. In 2022, LeBron James joined Michael Jordan as the only NBA players who are also billionaires. But with the growth in player salaries, that's probably going to change. In fact, for those players entering the league now, every rookie class may contain 1 or 2 future billionaires. Good work if you can get it, Kevin.
Yeah. No kidding, D.A. Thank you. Here is Edwards. James Harden picking up that last basket.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
Boucher sets a screen for Curry. No good on the 3. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one following a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Fires from deep. And Moody pulls it down.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Good on the shot, and that changed the lead to single digits. DiVincenzo's got 11.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, James Harden.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
No problem knocking that one down. 8 points for him.
This is just where James Harden's decision-making, his ability to read the floor. You want to concede the mid-range? He's going to say no problem.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 11 points in the game.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Hield from outside. Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's DiVincenzo. 13 points in the game. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. And Greg, the league's decision to organize this competition into tournament nights. Man, is that a great idea. A great way to add recognition to this in-season tournament, I think.
And Kevin, create some appointment television on those nights. Fans understand if you're watching on a Tuesday or a Friday, there's something extra right on the outcome of that game.
Conley into the lane. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. DiVincenzo against Hield. His 3-pointers off the mark.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Warriors leading by 10. Pass to Jackson Davis. Unloads. Again, Golden State.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now, here's McDaniels. Still yet to score. Gobert finds Conley. Here he goes. Randall from outside. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Randall's got it back down to single digits for the Timberwolves. Payton in the corner. Stolen by McDaniels. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. DiVincenzo passes to Conley. Gobert in the corner. Timberwolves passing it around. Launches a 3. Tries yet again. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
Stolen by Michael Conley. James Harden getting it done for the Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
These rookies are off to a great start. Never easy for the young dudes, adjusting to the speed of the game and the size in this league.
Yet these days, rookies seem more prepared for the jump than ever before. All right, and looking now at the first half, it's been an almost but not quite story for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I felt like, offensively they had a plan, Ernie, but it wasn't really there. They still tried to force it rather than read the defense and respond accordingly.
Which, of course, led to some bad shots, and now they've got ground to make up. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Great performance by Donte DiVincenzo.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Curry is out there with Hield. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here is Conley. Randall passes to McDaniels. Up top, Randall. Just 5 on the clock. And yes, it's good. And it's 6 points for Julius Randle.
Well, so often the guy who sets the screen. In that instance, Julius Randle with the ball in his hands in the pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius. And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Randle outside. McDaniels with the ball. Payton's there. Here's Randle. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randle, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Gobert with the block. And they get it back. Here's Curry with the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players' doors to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013. Probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history. And
here is Conley, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Conley finds Randle. McDaniels with the ball. Defended by Payton. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Edwards. Pocket 6. Outside for Randle. From deep. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut back down to 7 after the points coming from McDaniels.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Now here's Curry. He's got 13. The shot comes out.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And here's Conley outside. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Santos, the pass to Curry. Over Conley. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. No good from Payton. Timberwolves trail by 7. Randle with the ball. Outguarded by Hield. Edwards kicks to Conley. Up and in on the layup. Conley's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
James Harden, he's checked in for Golden State. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's Harden. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And often players want to discuss calls with the officials, but Greg, what was your approach with those conversations with referees?
Kevin, well, it depended on the conversation. But at the end of the day, you realize they've got a job to do just like you do. And you try to keep it as respectful as possible and yet still be able to get your point across.
We know Julius Randle can score, but that scoring ability will be set up by that kind of play. What a pretty pass from the big man.
Harden, no good. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. They trail by 3. Pass to Gobert. The shot's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Harden. Drives to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
James Harden, simply stated, is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
Out to the right wing. Conley against Harden. Right side, Conley. Randle passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
All too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
There's a good screen. The 3 from Harden. Here's Jackson Davis. Here's the 3. Another miss by Harden.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Randle left side. The pass to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. 35 seconds left to play in the third. Inside for the lead. And it's Randle getting it to go. Randle's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. Timeout called the Warriors. Golden State's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. On its way from Curry for 2. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that's 15 points for Stephen Curry. With some arc, and he lays it up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Timberwolves on top, leading by just 1. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Also, Naz Reid out there. And it's Edwards in at the 2 spot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Warriors trail by 3. Here's Curry. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, I don't know that I've ever seen a better pull-up jump shooter than Stephen Curry. An amazing ability to stop on a dime.
Edwards inside. Here's Garza. Off target at the rim. Warriors shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Harden. Curry's got 20 points.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, that is a stone-cold three by the Ant-Man.
Outside for Curry. They double-team Curry. Passes to Powell. Puts up a three, and the three ball is good. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Boucher. Some nice passing by Golden State. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his third assist on the night.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Minnesota calls timeout. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other up. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Over in the corner, Edwards. The pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. Gobert down low. And slam dunk by Gobert. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Randall no good. Golden State's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Payton against Conley. Back to Gobert. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
It's Curry outside. Curry from 3.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Conley against Curry. Now here's Conley. He's guarded closer. Edwards can't hit. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Curry against Conley. Kicks it to McDaniels. He feeds it to Edwards. Right through the knee for the layup. Edwards got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Fires, high post, and Curry the bucket on the assist by Hield. Curry's got 17 now just in the second half. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside Conley. McDaniels with the ball. Now Payton defending. Charity stripe shot. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Here's Curry with the 3. Randall grabs the board. Minnesota shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Jacks up a 3. The putback, Edwards. Good!
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
Hield finds Curry. Over Conley. Curry can't get it to go. Conley against Curry. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Hield. Money! A huge shot to tie it up.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Conley against Curry. Outside Conley. Randall a screen on Curry. A three. Oh, he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. Julius Randle is out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the center position. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Hield with the bucket.
No hesitation whatsoever from Buddy Hield. That is a big-time delivery.
Outside Conley to the middle. A steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry can't get it to go. So it's the Timberwolves now. Edwards looking it over. He kicks it to McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Hield outside. Over Edwards. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just one on the basket from Hield.
Now, how about the in-between game? Buddy Hield saying, I'm a three-level scorer, folks.
Conley against Curry. Pass to McDaniels. For the three. Warriors with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Passes it to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Kept alive. Outside for Randall. And he's good on the three ball. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
That's about trusting your guy in the clutch. Julius Randle embracing a tough opportunity.
Curry's shot is good.
Boy, a monster bucket yet again from Steph Curry. Knew they had to get something from that possession, and you knew he'd deliver it.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And here's Edwards. It's in!
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
It's Curry outside. Buries it from outside.
Nobody you want taking that shot more than Steph Curry. What a pressure player.
For three, Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the three right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Hield against Edwards. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Outside Conley. Lets it go from deep.
How about the energy from Steph Curry on the defensive end right there? Really good job.
6-second difference between shot and game clock.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Trailing by 2, Edwards. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Now Curry. Launches it. Bullseye!
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. And they are prevailing when it matters. Greg picking up their second in-season tournament victory.
And man, looking confident, right? In good shape to advance if they can keep this up.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Stephen. How special is it to share your success with your family?
That's what it's all about, man. I know you know when your kids get to enjoy the game and the show, and it's fun. So I'm glad I did something good for them in the fourth quarter.
They'll remember all of it, I'm sure, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.